Hey, hi, hello, greetings, welcome to a drawing, to a thing, to a video. What we do, we're trying to raise the spirits. I'm trying to just make this is meant to be like a little happy video. There's a weird realm that I exist in when I'm making videos where it's like, I want to just say exactly what's on my mind at the time. And oftentimes, in horrible times like these, in turbulent times like these, it's just going to be sort of ranting and raving and moaning to the camera. And then part of me thinks like, there is a part of like the video making aspect where it's like, it's true, I should be honest with how I'm feeling in the moment. This is a video, like it's a thing by itself. I can't like fake emotion or whatever, but there's an aspect of like, you've sometimes just got to try and be like, we just doing nice things, you know? This is just meant to be like a cool little quick, easy, happy video for people to click on, watch me draw some stuff, some things, and they want a little creative podcast vibe. They want just someone just like chatting about making things and doing art. I get it. I know. I understand. This isn't me like second guessing myself or anything. It's just me grappling with the concept of like just truly only talking about what's on my mind, but also like putting in a little bit more effort to make the video like an actual video, as if I actually thought about it and wanted to curate something, to cultivate something, you know? Either way, hey, this is just me doing some little like drawings based off the fact that I was listening to some Tank and the Bangers. I was like, I just wanted to do some more, like, I wanted to kind of just do a little portrait, but then I was like, where's the theme? What's the topic? Let's do some music-based stuff. I did a little pixel art thing ages ago that's still like one of my favorite pieces. It's on my Twitter. That was kind of based off Anamanaguchi, but also inspired by my story idea. And I was like, let's choose an artist that I really like and do some drawing based off that vibe, that energy. If you don't know Tank and the Bangers, they are so good. Like, they're just an incredible, like, hip-hop, multi-dimensional, rad group. The lead singer, she's incredible. She's just got such an awesome ability to, like, cover such a range of notes from, like, really deep to really high-pitched. And that every song is just so fun. So I highly recommend them. I just got some song titles from one of their albums, and I just drew a picture from each. I wanted to do a portrait, but I also just wanted to draw something that I was thinking of, what like the vibe of the piece and what imagery like was sparked by the songs. So I just did a little boombox. I just drew a little boombox, didn't I? I got some reference photos. So the boombox basically is just me doing a little study of an actual boombox I found on Google Images. And then the portrait is from my head, but I was looking up loads of different references. Like, so the girl that I've drawn isn't a specific person, but like I was looking at imagery of someone like looking up. Then I was looking at imagery of a girl with loads of the sort of like Y2K style, like hair clips and brightly colored things. If I'm being totally honest, I've definitely been feeling really drained at the moment. There's a lot going on. My creativity isn't super high. I think I'm a little bit burnt out. I say this, but I've already done a bunch of drawings, like I would say 3, 4, 5 videos, including this one, that are ready to go. But since I've done them, everything's going on at once, it feels like. We're coming to the end of lockdown. It's a good thing, but at the same time, it just means back to my part-time job, back to working in retail 4 days a week, back to like the weird stress of just dealing with a world that is like pandemic rid heavy, like people not taking it seriously, people thinking it's like a fucking hoax or whatever, whilst also at the same time dealing with a fucking Tory government that doesn't give a shit about you and is just trying to fuck over people, trying to get authoritarian control over us. There's been loads of protests recently in Bristol against this bill that's happening in the UK. If you don't know, if you're not from the UK, but basically the government's trying to pass a bill that is basically an attack on peaceful protests, and also they've smuggled in a few things into the bill, like an attack on travellers. Basically people who don't have a specific address or a home, that they're trying to criminalize people doing protests under the guise of like it's because of coronavirus, but it's just not at all. And what's the most disheartening to see, there are people out there protesting for their right to protest. It's like that is truly free speech, right? They're protesting for the ability against the criminalization of protesting, and there are still these right-wing nutjobs who are like a couple weeks ago were protesting the lockdown without any masks on, being fucking brain dead, and they're against this protest. So they're just completely lost in their own hypocrisy, and they're just clueless. And it's so infuriating to see how many people saying it's just like violent mobs of leftists who are in these protests, when the government is literally taking away human rights. So yeah, that's basically what's been on my mind. So while that's been going on, I've just been sitting here trying to think of drawings to do, but not really. The clocks went forward, so an hour's gone from this day, and it's just all over the place. And I'm sure you're feeling the same way. It's just this weird, turbulent combination of like positive things, people coming together, creativity, and then also dystopian right-wing bullshit, authoritarianism, violence, and just complete like being burnt out and not really just wanting to be alive, just wanting to exist peacefully, wanting to exist and do what I want with my life without being confined to these bullshit things that we've made up. I don't know. We're all just trying, that's the thing. So that's why you got to crank up the music, play some Tank and the Bangers, listen to some Lazy Daze and Nice Things, and it's all going to be good. This is a message to you. Tell me your favourite bands. It doesn't have to be anything like hip-hop. I mean, let me tell you a few of my favourite musicians at the moment. Obviously, it goes without saying, but Princess Nokia, Tank and the Bangers, No Name, are still up there, some of my faves. No Name's like got some incredible politics. She's a radical leftist. She would probably hate the fact that I'm just like another white fan of hers, but she's really cool especially to follow on Twitter. But then I also just like things like Gorillaz, obviously, even though they're just bullshit. Damon and Jamie going in for the NFTs. Fuck Gorillaz. Anyway, I still like their music. But I also like things like Bright Eyes, Weezer. I don't know. My music taste is all over the place. Little peaceful like singer-songwriter with a guitar, I'll probably like it. But also if it's like heavier stuff, I'll like it. Like Rise Against, I really like. I'm very like particular with the things I like, but I like all sorts of genres. So post in the comments what you like listening to. If you like listening to me ramble on while you're drawing, I'm sure you also like listening to music, eh? Why don't you do this thing? Listen to some music and draw some stuff that you're inspired by. That's a good thing to do. I think it motivates you, gets you sort of like song titles and song lyrics. If you're ever feeling in a rut, you're a bit burnt out, maybe just do some of that. But basically, yeah, like I'm so excited to show you my new Studio Ghibli drawings. Genuinely. I've done some like weird pixel art stuff, fan art as well, that I'm not actually super into. But yeah, the Studio Ghibli illustrations I've done, I'm so pleased with. But I'm like just spreading these videos out. I didn't upload this video last week because I was going to protests. I was just waking up late. It was all going on and I was just feeling a bit drained. And that's how I've sort of been feeling generally with social media these past few months. If you follow me in other places, I've not been really doing or saying much. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just looking after myself, so I hope you're looking after yourself too. There are things that are more important than social media. There are things that are more important than even doing art. How dare he? The artist saying there's things that are more important than art? Are you kidding me? So I hope you're looking after yourself and doing whatever you need to do. Thanks for being here and listening to me ramble as well. I hope you're enjoying the drawing. The portrait changes quite a bit. Because it's from my head, it's always got that risk of not working. So I feel like it looks a bit... Some of the proportions are a bit off until like the very end when I fix a bunch of stuff. I'm pleased with it. I like the colours. It's not my usual... I mean, it's kind of my usual style, but not really. It was just a fun little like graphic experiment. It's almost like I was trying to... If it was like a single, like what the album cover would be, if it was just like an EP or whatever. In general though, I'm just trying to... As well as me just trying to think of new things to draw, I'm also just trying to make these videos more like evergreen posts. Even though I've said this before, that I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to make like super relevant videos all the time. I'm still just trying to think of more like universal things to say, you know, things that will still be topical. If that makes sense. I don't think it does. What else have I been up to? I don't know, just support, question what the media tells you. If you're in the UK and all you're seeing is that there are violent protests going on, question it, man, because I tell you one thing, there's only one mob that's out there, and that's the police, because they are just doing... The police are just doing what the elites tell them to. When do they ever help? When do they ever prevent crime? They're just there as like fear-mongering people that more often than not are just targeting poor people. Where's the lie? Like when are the rich ever being fucking persecuted by the police? Police just do whatever the government says. They're just like glorified bodyguards, doing what they're told from the higher ups who couldn't give a shit about them, enforcing laws that are just made up and only there to sort of benefit the people in power most of the time. And the government just keeps passing bills that are just specifically targeting minorities and people suffering. So I'm just trying to encourage people to think a bit more and join in protests and actually, like, give a shit about stuff. Give a shit about something is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let life degrade your morals. Don't let life grind you down to the point where you don't care about things and people. That's what I'm saying. And listen to some good music too. Go check out some Tang of the Bangers stuff. They're great. I feel like they're also like not that well known. They could be more well known. They deserve it. Listen to Quick by Tang of the Bangers. Quick is such a good song. It's so good. But also, yeah, Lazy Days and Nice Things are also some really nice tunes by them. That's everything. That's it. I've made a TikTok. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't think TikTok's good. I can't get my head around it. I feel like I want to like shit post on it. So maybe I will tell you eventually, but I also I don't think I'm ever going to be able to use it well. I'm not made for TikTok. Like, this format isn't made for TikTok. I'm not an actor. It would just be, I'm not even funny. I don't even know why you're here. There's almost 5,000 of you. Now, we're getting up there. We're growing steadily, slowly but surely. I really appreciate that you're just even into my art and my stuff, so thank you. As usual, we're just trying to get by. I hope you're doing all right. Stay tuned for some more drawings. I promise you, they're coming. Things are coming. I'm sure in a few weeks I'll be back and motivated with some more drawing ideas so I can be pumped to make some new stuff. But there's more stuff on the way, so keep an eye out. I'm sending you good vibes. And I appreciate your good vibes to me. I can feel them. They're coming through the screen. They're coming through the screen like a warm embrace of digital love. We can get through this together. That's what I'm saying. The people, power to the people. Don't be a bootlicker. I'll see you soon for another video. That's it, I'm done. Video over. Cut. Enjoy the rest of your internet browsing, and I'll see you again sometime maybe.